Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? Today I wanted to throw it back to the old school style of story time where I tell you a story about my life. Now I haven't done that in a while because I felt like I ran out of stories to tell you about my life, and in reality, I didn't. I just forgot about all these great stories I have, and today I'm going to tell you a story that's extremely funny. Back in the heat of the moment, it was not funny at all, but when you tell the story and you look back at it, it was hilarious, and this is definitely one of the funniest stories I have to share with you. Quite frankly, I can't even believe I haven't shared this with you yet. Some people who are close to me know this story already because I've told it 100 times, but I haven't told it to YouTube, so today you guys get to hear one of my funniest stories of all time. This happened when I was 16 or 17 years old. I'm not exactly sure how old I was, but I was dating my first girlfriend at the time, the one I dated for 2.5 years. If you don't know the history about that, I made a storytime commentary called My First Girlfriend, which I'll link in the description if you haven't seen it. But in that, it tells you a little bit of the history behind that relationship. And anyways, we used to hang out at my house a lot. Now, I'm not really sure why we never went to her house. She was kind of ashamed of it because it wasn't really nice. But we used to hang out at my house a lot. And we were relaxing on my bed one day. And one thing you have to know about me is I'm very, very ticklish. I'm not very proud of that. And I really would appreciate if you didn't try to tickle me. I don't know if you see me at RuneFest or if you see me somewhere else. Don't tickle me. Just shake my hand and we can have a nice conversation. But if you try to tickle me, I'll probably punch you in the face. I'm joking. I'll just be really upset and kind of creeped out at you. So don't do that. But anyways, I'm very ticklish. And my girlfriend at the time knew that. And we were watching TV on my bed, and out of nowhere she decides to tickle me. So she's tickling me, and I'm laughing, and I'm waving my legs and arms around like the wacky waving inflatable flailing arm tube man, and I was just going crazy, and I was telling her to stop because she was tickling me a lot, and I was just laughing, and I couldn't take it anymore. It was hurting my abs, it was hurting my sides, so I was like, please stop, 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 and she wouldn't stop. So basically, when I say stop, it's just gonna get worse. And she kept tickling me, and my legs are kicking back and forth. And she kind of moved her head a little bit, and she went down as my knee went up. And I accidentally kneed her right in the eye, and I gave her a black eye on accident. I could not believe that I did that in the heat of the moment. I was so upset. I didn't know what to do. She was tickling me, my knee hit her eye, and then she just kind of fell down. Not really fell down, but she went down on the bed and put her head down. She just covered her eye, and I was like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you okay? I didn't know what to do. I've never given a girl a black eye. I've never hit a girl, and I never will hit a girl. I was just so confused at what happened. I knew something hit her face or something, but I didn't know it hit her eye, and she's just holding her eye. She's crying, and I'm like, oh my god, what just happened? Come on, knees. Can't you just not do the reflex test when someone's tickling you? What are you doing? Anyway, she was really upset. She was crying, and she was all, I guess, upset, obviously, that something hit her eye and it hurt a lot. So I called for my mom. She was downstairs, and she came up, and my mom looked at her eye, and it was automatically bruised up. It was already a bad hit. It was like I clocked her in the face. It really looked like I just took my fist and rammed it right into her eye. I was really upset with her. But that was not the case, obviously. It was just an accident. And she uncovered her eye, and it was just all black and blue, and it was just all bruised up. It was really bad. And my mom got her ice, and she put ice on her eye, and she's crying and all upset. And I think I said sorry about 452 times. I felt so bad. And meanwhile, it wasn't my fault, really. I told her to stop. I said, please stop. And she wouldn't stop. And then that accident had to occur. So I felt really bad. I was just saying sorry a million times. I didn't know what to do or say. I was all upset. I just was a mess because I was like, what the hell? I was just getting tickled and then I knee her in the eye. How does that happen? So I felt terrible. I felt like I did something wrong. And the worst part about it is that her dad was black. She's a mix between black and white, and she's more white. She's very light skinned. She wasn't black at all, really. But her dad is black and her mom is white. And her dad is a giant black guy. And I'm not kidding when I'm telling you that he is giant. He is a gigantic dude. And I'm 135 pounds of pale nothing. He's about 220 pounds or 250 pounds of just big. That's all that is. It's big. It's not even fat or weight. It's just big. I would not want to be at the other end of his fist. So I was like, oh my god, your dad is going to kill me. He knows I'm a nice guy. He knows I'm a nice person. We were dating for a year at that point. But what is he gonna say about this? Like, she's gonna go home and her dad is gonna see her eye and be like, did he hit you in the face? I'm gonna kill him. And I was just scared about that reaction, but she's like, no, no, he'll be fine. Don't worry, relax. So I was just all confused about a bunch of things, that I hurt her, that I did that on accident, her dad was gonna kill me. I was overthinking everything. But in the end, she just lost her black eye. Everything was okay. We laughed about it. We made jokes about it. She would say I beat her up, and she would tell all of her friends, oh, yeah, he beat me up. He's so abusive. But she was just playing around. So that's that story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I can't believe I didn't tell you this already because it's just a funny story. I felt so miserable. Literally, I think that's the worst I felt ever in my life about anything I've ever done. Because when you hit a girl on accident or on purpose, you feel miserable after. And I'm not telling you to hit a girl. I'm not telling you to accidentally hit a girl. Never hit a girl. Never hit another person, really. Don't do anything violent. But definitely never hit or abuse a girl. Do not do that. Trust me, you'll feel terrible. She'll hate you. She'll do everything in her power to get a restraining order against you, to remove contact with you. Do not abuse people, guys. Do not abuse women. That shit is wrong. But when I tell you I felt miserable, I felt miserable. It was literally the worst feeling in the world. Do not ever accidentally tickle, knee kick your girlfriend in the eye. It is terrible. It is really bad. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I hope you got a good laugh out of it. Make sure you comment below on any crazy, ridiculous pain stories between you and your boyfriend or you and your girlfriend. Let me know in the comments below if something similar happened to you, if any accidents happen like that. I would love to read them and make myself feel better. But that's all for this story, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Later, everyone.